Hey, Brianna. Didn't you say we were supposed to meet at 12 today? Nobody else has come yet. Did something happen? Have you heard anything? Huh? What are you talking about? You remember, right? Cafe Misto? We were all supposed to meet up for lunch today, weren't we? I could have sworn we were meeting at noon. Am I wrong? Oh, you're talking about today. Yeah, that got changed to tomorrow. I guess I forgot to tell you. So sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to mess you up. Aw, man. I had no idea. I wish you would have let me know. Even just a quick text would have been nice. No one said anything in the group chat on WhatsApp either. I'm positive you told me it was going to be today. I changed the reservation yesterday. I picked a new time and a new place. Instead of Cafe Misto, I was thinking we should try that new place on Main. You know, the little French place. I told Tomika over the phone, and then I told Jane in a text, and I just ended up telling everyone one by one. I totally forgot to tell you. Sorry about that. Oops. Don't you think that's a pretty crappy thing to do? Don't you think it would have been better to just say something in the group chat? When you tell everyone individually, this sort of thing is bound to happen. Yeah, but if I send one note in the group chat, then everyone starts talking. It gets really annoying to get notifications all day long. I hate having my phone chime again and again and again. I did my best, okay? You're being a bit much, don't you think? You don't have to be so upset. It's fine. Whatever. So, nobody is going to be meeting for lunch today, then? Yeah. Oh my god, Nicole! Have you been waiting by yourself this whole time? Of course I was waiting! If someone says they are meeting me at a certain time, I'd go at that time and I wait for them to show up. Wouldn't you? Anyways, I'm going to leave now. If no one is coming, there is no point hanging around. Don't worry about it. Wow, how pitiful you must look. Huh? What do you mean? Here it is lunchtime and you are sitting and waiting in that cute cafe all alone. I bet the waiter feels sorry for you. Is it crowded? I bet it is. How embarrassing! If it was me, I wouldn't be able to stand it. I would just die. Don't you want to hide under the table? Oh, and you're all alone at a big table too, aren't you? It's not really that big of a deal. I had some tea while I waited. Don't worry about it. You know me. I can't handle that sort of thing. If that happened to me, I would go so red in the face and I don't know what else. I might even cry. If I get embarrassed, I can just feel everyone staring at me. It's the worst. Just do me a favor and don't forget to let me know next time, okay? At least send me a text or something. I'll do my best. Promise. I'd appreciate it if you did. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about the trip to Jamaica. You're coming, right? Huh? How do you know about that? What do you mean, how do I know about it? Who told you about the Jamaica trip? We were planning a girls' trip. I was thinking to go just me with my mom friends. Huh? But I was invited to go too. Why would you come? I didn't invite you. Oh, wow, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. This is a bit awkward then. Everyone asked me to go ahead and make the reservations for the group. I was going to ask you about your passport so I could fill out some of the forms for the travel agent. No one told me that you were coming. You're really planning on coming with us? Ugh, gross. You don't have to say it like that. If you really aren't happy about it, you don't have to come. If you want to stay home, that is fine by me. Seriously? I was planning on taking a trip with my closest friends. With only my closest friends. We don't need you tagging along. Okay, don't you think you are going too far? Sorry. I was just joking. I didn't mean it. If you want to come, there's nothing much to say about it, is there? You know that's not what I meant. What is up with you, Brianna? Why do you always act like I'm your enemy? We aren't rivals. I don't want there to be a problem between us. I'd like to be friends. I've never said I have a problem with you. I'm not trying to be mean. Give me a break. Anyways, the trip is going to be a lot of fun. I know I'm looking forward to it. Are you? If you say so. I'll be in touch soon to get your passport info. Hey, Nicole! I just wanted to let you know that we changed times. We are meeting up at 1 p.m. now. For the trip? You mean at the airport, right? So we are meeting at 1? Yeah, see you then. Wait a minute. Isn't the plane supposed to take off at 1? Yeah, that changed too. I'll give you more details later, but we aren't going to be able to take that flight anymore. Huh? I hadn't heard about that yet. What are we supposed to do then? It's just like I said. We can't take that flight anymore and had to make some changes. Just meet at the airport at 1 p.m., okay? Really? You're serious? Yeah, I know it's weird. I was surprised they had to make a change last minute like this. But you know how airlines are. They change flights on you all the time. Sometimes travel can get really messy, am I right? Sorry about that. Anyways, now you know. Airport, 1 p.m. Are you sure? It's really okay to wait until 1 to get there? That seems late to me. That's what I said, isn't it? Okay. But what time is the plane going to actually take off then? What flight did it change to? Let me double check. 2 o'clock. That's an international flight. I think it would still be a good idea to get there much earlier than that. It can take ages to get checked in into the terminal. If we don't get there until 1, we might get stuck in customs and miss our flight. I think we should meet earlier. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. I do this all the time. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Just do what I say and it'll be fine. I'm not saying you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying I think that's cutting it a bit close. Don't you? You say it'll be fine, but doesn't it make you nervous to be that close to takeoff? You think they'll wait for us if we are running a little late? Are you sure? I know I've asked you a ton of times, but are you sure it will be okay? I'm positive. Just trust me. Okay, I got it. If you say so, I believe you. But you really think it's going to be okay? I'm telling you it is going to be fine. Stop asking already. Don't worry about it. I'll see you at the airport at 1. Till then. Got it. See you then. Hey, Nicole. Where are you? You here yet? I don't see you anywhere. Huh? What are you talking about? You're running so late. Did you take a cab? Are you stuck in traffic? I told you we are supposed to meet at 10. What are you talking about? Yesterday you told me it was changed to 1? I'm still at my house. I haven't even left yet. What? You're still at home? What are you doing? There's absolutely no way you are going to make the flight. Oh no, that's really too bad. We will miss you. What time is the flight? It's at 1. So it hasn't changed after all. You told me the flight had changed to 2. You told me the flight was at 2 and we were meeting at 1. You were so sure. Is that so? That's funny. I don't remember that at all. You are such a liar. Why would you say that? I never meant to lie to you. I'm so sorry. I mixed up what time we were supposed to meet with what time the plane would leave. My bad. It was totally an accident. We are going to go ahead and catch this flight, so it's probably best if you don't come. Maybe next time. But I have everyone's tickets. Huh? What should we do? Is everyone else already there? They're here, but you said you have the tickets? Wait, you have all the tickets? Like, everyone's? Yeah, I have all of them. Don't you remember? I told you that I was the one making the reservations. I booked everything with a travel agent, so I have all the tickets and the hotel information and everything. I think if you have your passport, you might be able to get new tickets printed at the airport. But I made our reservations as part of a package deal. Since all the reservations are under my name, and you guys don't have your tickets with you, I don't know if they'll print new ones or not. Huh? Are you serious? No one has their tickets? You have all of them? No joke? You wouldn't mess with me, would you? Please tell me you're kidding around. It isn't funny. I thought I knew what time we were leaving. I have all the tickets and it is printed right on them. I was never contacted by the travel agency about any changes. But you told me yesterday and you were insistent. You were so sure of yourself that I believed you. That's why I'm still at my house. Even if I leave right now, I doubt I could make it in time for check-in. It would take me over an hour to even get to the airport. Hey, wait just a minute. What are you writing in the group chat for? Leave them out of it! I thought that it made more sense to send a note to everyone at once. It's way faster. I went ahead and just sent a screenshot of our conversation yesterday to the group. It makes it a lot easier for everyone to understand what is going on, don't you think? You lied to me about what time we were leaving and what time we would meet up. You were hoping to go on the trip without me, weren't you? You always do this to me. What are you saying? That wasn't what I was trying to do at all. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, what were you trying to do then? You told me the flight was changed when it wasn't. What was your plan? You went on and on about how sure you were about the times and the changes. But you knew you were lying all along. You knew exactly what you were doing. You snake. Hey, cut it out! Everyone is furious! They're all leaving the airport and they're all steaming mad. I mean, are you surprised? You ruined the trip for everyone. Instead of hopping on a plane for a fun weekend in Jamaica, they had to hop in a cab to go home. And obviously we can't just cancel all our reservations the day of without a good reason. We're going to have to pay for everything. You're going to have to pay for 6 plane tickets and all the hotel and resort fees. What the hell are you talking about? Why should I have to pay that? You are unbelievable. Why do you think? Whose fault is it that we are canceling the day of? You shouldn't have to think about it very hard to come up with an answer. No, you just wait a minute. Don't you talk down to me like that. I'm pretty sure everyone is going to feel the same way. I'm not the only one that is going to want you to pay them back. Everyone is going to ask you for their money. I'm sure of it. There's no way I can pay all that. And even if I could, I wouldn't. Everyone left. What should I do? I can't believe this. Seriously? We can't go? We have to have the tickets? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Normally, if you don't have your tickets, I think you can still go with just your passport. They just get you new tickets at the airport. But we did the package plan. I'm pretty sure I would need to be there since it is all under my name. Also, our return tickets are part of the package. Even if they printed your tickets to go here, I don't think you could get your return tickets printed in Jamaica. You know me, I'm the worrying type. I always print out my e-ticket and bring it with me just in case. But hey, I can't be certain that you can't go. Why not give it a try and see if they will let you? Go talk to the counter agent. Wait, okay. Just wait a minute. That's so not what I had in mind for this trip. Well, you shouldn't have pulled this little stunt of yours just because you wanted to leave me out. If you hate me so much, wouldn't it have been better to just not talk to me? You could sit next to someone else on the flight. You wouldn't have to share a room with me. You could have just ignored me the entire time. I mean, this sucks. You went so far out of your way to try to be mean to me that you ended up ruining the trip for yourself and everyone else too. I knew it was going to end up like this. You're always trying to pull some crap with me. Me and the other girls are going to go on a trip without you next time. I think we might do the Bahamas or something instead. At least there won't be any drama if you don't come. The Bahamas? You're going on a trip without me? When? And why would you go without me? What am I supposed to do? I don't care what you do, but we have no plans to invite you. None of us want something like today to happen again. Do you have any idea how frustrating or annoying this is? So you guys are just planning on just exiling me? I'm out of the friend group? Seriously? You have the gall to even ask? How are we supposed to plan trips with you when you pull stunts like you did today? Besides, how are you going to afford to go next time? What's that supposed to mean? You are going to need to pay for everyone's tickets and all the cancellation fees today. Nobody can go today, and it's all your fault, right? So you need to pay for it. And that's a lot of money, so I think you'll be paying it off for a while. You guys are seriously going to expect me to pay for all this? Of course we are. And you should pay too. Everyone already paid me for the tickets and the packages when I booked it. So you need to pay all of that back. I can send you a bill if you like, but you need to pay it back. And since you said you don't have any plans to pay us back, I'm going to do the only thing I can think of. I'm going to ask your husband about it. What? What are you talking about? You don't need to get him involved. It has nothing to do with him. Stop talking nonsense. Nonsense? I don't think so. What are you saying? You need to pay back the money for 5 people when we exclude you. Obviously, you don't have to pay me back for your tickets. You already paid for them once. It's about $5,000 once you add it all up. You know that, right? Seriously? You really expect me to pay for all of that? Do you hear yourself? Because you sound like a crazy person right now. I swear, you can only think about yourself. You don't have a single thought about other people ever. It's your fault that no one else can go. It's your fault that they are going to lose their money. It's your fault they wasted their time. That ought to be enough for you to want to take care of things. You ought to want to fix what you've done. I don't know a bigger idiot than you know that? Or a bigger jerk. You just think about yourself and don't think about all the trouble you've caused. And all of it. All the money wasted. All the time wasted. All the problems you've caused for other people. It's all just because you didn't want to hang out with me? I'm sorry, okay? I'm really, really sorry. I don't even know what to do anymore. What should we do with the tickets? We should still go to Jamaica. We should all go. I mean, you should come too. I want you to come. Didn't you say that everyone had already left the airport? They've all gone home, haven't they? I think you can still get on the plane without a ticket. You just need solid ID. If you have your passport, that ought to be enough. Do you have anything on your phone? Maybe you can show them something like an email or the receipt or something. I don't know for sure, but it's worth a try. I know that since I made the reservation under my name, you might not be able to get on the plane. I didn't know you could do that. You're a grown-up. You can take care of yourself. You should know some of this. Please, Nicole. Can't you talk to everyone for me? Smooth this over somehow. Why should I? You've been nothing but awful to me. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Why should I do anything to help you out now? For that matter, why should I do anything to help you ever again? I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean to you. I didn't mean anything by it. So you weren't trying to be mean? You just accidentally cost us $5,000 and our trip? That just happened? I'm really, really sorry, okay? Let it go, please. This will never happen again. I promise. I'll never lie to you again. You've got to believe me. It can all be in the past. I don't want to be left out. I don't want everyone to hate me. You were so desperate to leave me out and make everyone hate me. But the tables have turned, haven't they? Are you surprised? I'm not. What goes around comes around. You've never been my friend, and I have no interest in trying to be yours. You deserve every bit of this. Why don't you try to get on the plane and see what happens? Maybe you can have a great trip to Jamaica by yourself? Brianna didn't want to take the trip to Jamaica all alone. She didn't have the courage. Instead, she tucked her tail between her legs and ran home. By the time she got home, her husband had heard everything from Nicole and the other women that were going on the trip. He was absolutely furious when he realized all the trouble his wife had caused, and he agreed that Brianna owed everyone their money back. He pulled together the $5,000 that Brianna had cost the group. He returned all the money to each woman that she owed. It was the beginning of the end of their marriage. He had lost a lot of trust in his wife. He couldn't believe how low she had stooped just to torment another person. And he was bitter over having to pay so much money for such a silly reason. It wasn't long before their marriage collapsed and divorce proceedings began. It might seem a little petty, but I hear he asked for his $5,000 back during the divorce. Sometimes you have to prove a point. Nicole and all of the other friends eventually got to take their trip. They had a relaxing week in the Bahamas together. I hear they had a great time, and without Brianna around, there was no drama. After the divorce, Brianna moved out of the area. She fell out of contact, and no one really knows where she went or whatever became of her. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. Anna! I can't believe it. I just heard that you're on another business trip. You really are such a failure of a wife, aren't you? I bet that you don't even do any of the housework properly. This is why I think that women that are married shouldn't work. I'm really worried for Simon's health and well-being. I wish that he got married to someone that would stay home and support him. Good evening, Mrs. Price. You really don't need to worry about him. Someone else will be able to make food for him while I'm gone. What are you trying to say? You're not going to make him eat takeout food every day, are you? That stuff is so bad for the body. You can ask him for the details if you really want to know. I don't even want to talk about it because I'm disgusted by it. By the sound of it, it seems like you haven't heard what's going on from him. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're saying. You can go ask him directly then. He'll do a better job of explaining what's going on. I have a meeting for work now. Goodbye. Wait, you can't just leave like that. It's very rude to leave a conversation when it's not over. You better explain to me what's happening. Pick up your phone right now. I really cannot believe this. How dare you treat me like this? I'm not going to forget you did this to me. You are definitely not worthy of being part of my family. I've decided I'm going to kick you out. My son definitely deserves a better woman to become his wife. I'm going to ask him to get a divorce with you. Hello, Anna. I'm going to have to ask you to move out of his house right away. Wait, what did you just say? That's kind of a weird thing to tell me all of a sudden. We might not get along well, but I'm still your daughter-in-law. Actually, you're no longer my daughter-in-law. I have no reason to be kind to you anymore. Like you were ever kind to me. Anyway, what in the world are you talking about? Do you really not understand what's going on? I'm telling you that you and Simon are divorced now. You're joking, right? I know for sure that we didn't get a divorce. I never signed any divorce papers, so we're definitely still married. Actually, you guys are divorced. I filled in the divorce papers for you and handed them in. Wait, what? Are you insane? You filed the divorce papers and handed them in without my permission? Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I was doing both of you a huge favor. You really ought to be thanking me. Are you insane? How could you do such a thing? I thought that I told you that you weren't a good enough woman to continue being his wife. I have every right to make you guys get divorced. I don't want my precious son to be looked after by a woman like you. I don't care what you think about me. What you did is against the law. You can't just fake my signature and hand in official documents without my permission. So that's what you're complaining about? Stop making up stupid rules and move out of his house. Get your belongings together and find a new place to live. It doesn't matter how much you complain or lie. You guys are already divorced and nothing is going to change that. There's no place for you to stay in our family. Get out before I have to come and kick you out myself. I really can't believe that you would go this far. You're really going to regret breaking the law? Stop lying to me! I'm not lying. I guess there's no point trying to communicate with you. I've actually packed all my belongings as I was planning to move out anyway. I'm surprised to hear that. That's great news. You should be grateful that I'm such a nice person. It was nice knowing you and being part of your family. What are you trying to say? This is it. Goodbye and thank you for everything. Simon, do you have some time right now? Yeah, I guess so. What do you want from me? Make it quick. I don't really want to be talking to you at all. Also, would you hurry up and hand in our divorce papers? I've already paid you a settlement fee for everything that I did to you. Can't we just put everything behind us already? I want to hurry up and get married to Amy. I'm tired of being married to you. Actually, you don't need to worry about that because we're already divorced. Your stupid mom forged my signature and handed the divorce papers in without me knowing. Wait, what? Are you serious? What the hell are you saying? That's what I should be saying. What the hell is wrong with you and your family? Wait, did you tell her about why we're getting divorced? She can't find out about any of this. I didn't tell her anything. You know that we don't get along at all. Then why would she make us get divorced? She told me that I wasn't a worthy woman to be married to you. She wants a woman that would look after you better as your wife. She told me that I shouldn't work and that I should stay at home doing all the housework. She really said that? Yeah, and she got us divorced. I guess it works out. We were planning to get divorced anyway, right? I thought that I should tell you the story behind how our divorce happened. I wasn't the one that handed in the divorce papers. Thanks for telling me, I guess. If you have any complaints about the divorce, then please go and talk to her, okay? Don't bother trying to complain to me. Yeah, okay. I guess this works too. As long as we're divorced, then I don't really mind how it happened. Yeah, I thought you might say that. Both you and your mom are so messed up. I'm happy that I finally get to leave you guys forever. Wait, there's something we need to talk about. No, there isn't. I've had enough of talking to you guys. I've got to get going now. Goodbye. Hey, Anna! Do you have some time right now? I really need to talk with you. Would you please pick up the phone? I told you that we need to talk. What do you want from me this time? You forced me out of your family by getting me divorced. I don't really want to be talking to you at all. We're no longer family, so there should be no need for us to keep in contact. Stop saying things like that to me. You're so mean to me. What did I ever do to you? I really don't think I deserve to be treated like this. Please just get to the point if you really need to talk to me. I don't want to be talking to you at all. If you have nothing to say, I'm just going to ignore you. You really are a difficult person to interact with. Although I guess you need to be stubborn like you to be the CEO of a company. Not many people can be like you. I was so surprised to hear that you were the CEO of a clothing company. Why did you never tell me this? The clothes that your company sells are really popular right now. Where did you hear all of this from? I was told by one of my friends when I went to have lunch with them the other day. She told me that she saw you getting interviewed on TV. I didn't believe her at all when she first told me. I was really taken aback when I saw the video of your interview. I did a little research and found out that your mom put you in charge of the company when she retired a few months ago. Yes, all of that is true, but why does any of this matter to you? I got divorced with Simon, so what I do has nothing to do with you. Don't be like that. I actually kind of like having you around. I actually really like the clothes that your company makes. Most of the clothes that I own are from your company. Yeah, I know about that too. Every time we visited you, I noticed that you were wearing the clothes that we sell. Our target audience for our clothes is rich and wealthy people. I used to wonder where you were getting the money to pay for your clothes from. Yes, I know that the clothes from your company are very high brand. Everyone is so jealous of me when I wear them. You should have told me that you were the CEO of the company when you saw me wearing your clothes. Why did you have to keep it a secret? You could have given me discounts and some free clothes from time to time. Are you serious? Why would I want to do that? I actually don't mind having you back in the family now that I know where you work. You can get married to him again. I'd be happy to welcome you back to our family. I expect you to give me some free samples of some clothes from time to time. Hurry up and go talk to him so that you guys can get back together. You were the one that got us divorced in the first place. I can't believe you've changed your mind just because you found out what I do for a job. It's so obvious that you're only saying this because you want free clothes from me. That's not what I'm trying to say. I just think that you've finally become a woman worthy enough to be his wife. I no longer think that you're a pathetic woman. I promise that I'll stop insulting you now. I just thought of a great idea. We should all live together. You two can move in with us and we can all live as one big family. You've got to be kidding me. You're a completely different person compared to a few weeks ago. Don't you think it's a great idea? I'll start the preparation so that we can live together right away. Once we start living together, you can pay for all our living expenses. You must make so much money as the CEO. Please just shut up already. Do you not know that your son has gotten married again already? I did not know about that. I'm so glad to hear that you guys got married again. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? No, that's not what I'm saying. I guess you still haven't heard anything from him then. I haven't heard anything from him recently. I told him that I handed in the divorce papers and he said okay to me. That was the last conversation that we had together. I can't believe it. I am never going to forget what a pathetic man he is. Would you please watch your mouth? You shouldn't talk about your husband like that. I am not going to forgive you if you badmouth him again. I don't want to deal with any of this anymore. I'll just tell you what's going on. I don't care what happens. Your idiot son got married to another woman. He didn't get remarried to me. Wait, what did you just say? That's not possible. You guys just got divorced. I doubt he would have met someone and got married to them in such a short amount of time. Actually, he met her a long time ago. He was cheating on me. What did you just say? He wouldn't do such a thing. Actually, he did. He was cheating on me with one of his co-workers. Her name is Amy. He spent the money that I was saving up on dates with her. Can you believe it? He also stole some of my accessories and gave them to her as presents. I cannot forgive him for what he did to me. The worst part was that he invited her into our bedroom while I was gone. Who knows what they did in there? It felt so disgusting having to enter that room. In the end, she sent me a text message asking me to get a divorce with him. I can't believe he didn't have the guts to break up with me himself. He had to ask his new girlfriend to do it all for him. Is what you just told me all true? I had no idea any of this was happening. Kind of surprising, right? I made sure to get my revenge. I sued him for stealing my money and belongings and having an affair with another woman. After a month, my rage had started to calm down. I was about to go and hand in our divorce papers when you contacted me and told me that you had done it already. I see. I'm struggling to process everything that you just told me. You're still willing to get married to him again if he divorces the woman called Amy, right? I'll go and tell him to divorce her right away. You must be insane if you think that I would want to get back together with him. I don't want to see or talk to him ever again. Why is that? I thought you still loved him. Not at all. I absolutely hate him for cheating on me and treating me like a piece of trash. I also don't want to become your daughter-in-law again. You are such an annoying person to be around. I also know that you're in massive debt. I don't want you asking me for money either. What are you talking about? Don't try to hide it. Did you really think that I wouldn't know about your debt? I'm still not sure what you're saying. Just admit it already. I know that you have a shopping addiction. There's no way that you can afford all those high-brand clothes and accessories with your income. You've maxed out multiple credit cards and borrowed a ton of money so that you can buy all those high-brand items. I'm not an addict. Those were just one-time purchases. Yeah, whatever. Your son is also in a lot of debt now. He had to borrow lots of money to pay me back when I sued him. I think that he's in around $70,000 worth of debt now. $70,000? That's much more debt than I'm in. Yeah, both of you are going to have to work very hard to pay back all the money you guys owe. The last time I talked to him, he didn't seem to really care about the debt, though. He told me that he could overcome any troubles as long as he had Amy by his side. They're both huge idiots. I think they're finally going to start realizing the situation that they're in pretty soon. I'm just lost for words. Hey, Anna! I really need to talk to you. It's an emergency. I need your help. Please, would you just help me out? I'm begging you. What do you want from me now? Simon came home with the woman called Amy by his side. He told me that they're going to move in with us. Yeah, I thought that they might do that. I guess he finally realized that he couldn't afford to keep living in the apartment that I used to share with him. I was paying most of the rent for that place. I think it was around $1,500 a month. I guess he's finally started realizing the terrible situation that he's managed to put himself in. I already can't stand living together with them. It's only been a few days. I really don't like the arrogant attitude that she's showing towards me. She keeps trying to order me around. Can you believe it? I'm sorry, but there's no point telling me about any of this. I don't really want to have to hear about it either. Are you not going to help me out? I don't see any reason to help you out. In fact, can I ask you to stop contacting me now? We still haven't solved anything yet, though. I want you to be his wife. I don't want that woman called Amy as part of my family. I think that you're much more worthy to be his wife. I really don't care about what you think. You don't have the right to decide who I get married to. Why are you being so difficult? You better not try to get us married behind my back like you did with our divorce. If you do it again, I'm going to report you to the police. What you did is a crime. How is what I did a crime? You forged my signature and handed in official documents without my permission. How do you think that isn't a crime? If I reported this to the police, you would get arrested and have to spend some time in prison. Arrested? Is what I did really that bad? I recommend that you don't do anything like that ever again. The only reason why I didn't report you to the police was because we were planning to get divorced either way. You would have a criminal record if I wasn't so nice to you. Please keep that in mind. Sorry, I really didn't know. Anyway, I don't want to stay in contact with a criminal like you. That's why I'm asking you to stop texting me. Don't ever text or call me ever again. I'm going to block your number. My ex-husband's family was a complete mess after all the drama that happened. Simon and his mother were constantly arguing every day about what he had done to me. My ex-father-in-law got tired of the constant arguing and decided to get a divorce. He moved out and cut ties with them completely. The house that they all lived in was my ex-father-in-law's property. After he moved out, he decided to sell the house without telling them anything. Simon, his wife, and his mother were kicked out of their house without notice and had nowhere to live. They all started blaming each other for how badly their lives had fallen apart. A huge argument ensued. One of their neighbors decided to call the police as they were causing lots of noise and being a nuisance. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.